Welcome back to another video. So this was a very requested fall set and it was done with acrylic as a base and gel polish is on top, so we'll get started right away. So starting off, I'm shortening her nails. I'm using my medium carbide bit to do that. And then once I have that done, I am removing the color and checking for lifting. Now this client is the one with the extreme arch and her nails are a little different kind of than anybody else's, a little bit trickier to do. We do acrylic as her base. She likes the strength of the acrylic, so we've always done that. So I'm just removing the gel polish that I put on top of the acrylic and checking for lifting, and she really doesn't have a whole lot of lifting. She might have a little bit here and there. She's a hairdresser, so sometimes she has color underneath her nails, and that's staining from color, of course. But I'm just going to do that really quick and then I'll get into the process after. And I'm just going to speed up the camera for the next two that I do the removal, just so that you can see exactly what I'm doing with the bit. And then once I get that done, we'll get into what I apply before applying the acrylic to her base. So now, just like I do with the gel client, I have to take the cuticle off her natural nail. So I'm just doing that with my round cuticle bit. So now spraying with some nail prep to remove the oils and dust off her nails from filing, and then I'm going to grab my magic gel primer. Now I do use this with acrylic just like hard gels. It is such a good primer. Just don't want to flood the nail too much to get it in the cuticles, just a thin layer of it. Once that dries, I'm starting to apply my Mia Secret clear acrylic. It is my favorite acrylic so far that I've ever used, so I will just fill in her nail with a bead of acrylic, and if I have to add more I will, and just trying to smooth it out so I don't have to do too much filing. So when applying acrylic, it's really important not to get the monomer on the skin, so not rubbing that brush across her skin is very important, staying on the nail, even if you have to apply smaller beads to do that so it's not running into her cuticles and you're having to wipe it. And I always work on one hand at a time, so by the time I'm done the other hand, this one will be fully set. It works out perfect. Then you're not waiting for that acrylic to set. So this will be the last nail I'll be showing you applying the acrylic, and then I'm taking my 180 grit file and finish filing, and I always try to shape first the sides and make sure the length is right, and then I go into making sure that the nail is nice and even. You'll see me with hers though going underneath because she does have that extreme arch and they tend to curve under, so by removing that product underneath it straightens out the nail. I do have a video where I showed when they're longer how to correct that arch in a nail, so I'll put that in the top right hand corner for you if you want to see how to work on an extreme arch. But anyways, hers are a little shorter so they're not going to be arched too bad. So with acrylic, I do it a little different than with hard gel. I always file around the cuticle, and I'm taking a fine carbide bit. I can put that link down in the description so you can find it. Anyways, I do that just to make a nice transition from the nail to the cuticle, and it just seals the nail so she doesn't get that lifting. I'll also use that fine carbide bit to debulk the nail if I see any areas that need to be. So this will be the last nail I'm sharing with you with the fine carbide bit. Now I'm just taking my buffing block and removing any scratches or indents that may be on her nails before we start to apply gel polishes. So I have my brush soaked in isopropyl alcohol, and it's just a great way to remove that dust on her nails. Now with acrylic I find it just gets in there a little deeper, so it's perfect for removing that. Now I'm taking this color from Madam Glam, and I'll put all the colors I've used, and they're all going to be from Madam Glam down in the description so you can find them, as well as my 30% off code. They also have that VIP program, so make sure you use that if you choose to get 50% off, but otherwise use my coupon code. It'll help you save some money, and I do not make any money from you using my code. As you can see, the coverage is amazing. I will need 2 coats on the nails that I'll be doing, but you can see from the first coat it's really great coverage. That's what I love about Madam Glam. I've said it over and over. Really great opaque colors, and mostly they're deeper ones. They just cover so nicely and go on so smooth. Moving on, I'm grabbing a glitter gel polish from Madame Glam. Again, that will be down in the description. And I'm going to do 2 coats on this nail. I just find it's easier to do the base with the color first. And then you have really nice coverage because this is a chunkier glitter. So I'll do this coat and I'll cure it for 30 seconds and I'll add another layer of this glitter. It's just a really pretty pink glitter. It goes perfect with the pink fall color I used. I'm really not a big green fan, but I love this green, another Madame Glam color. So I'm just going to do this nail in this color and apply 2 coats. So the next one I'm applying is from Daily Charme. I'll put that down in the description as well. And I do have a 10% off code for them. And I just wanted a really, really light neutral. It's not a white, it's an off-white. I'll put the name of it down there as well so that you can find it if you want to purchase it. But it's just a really nice soft neutral. So I'm going to do 2 coats of this on this, just this one nail, and then I'll be doing some art on it as well. So I'm going to stamp on this nail. This is the Plaid I'm using. It's such a great Plaid. It has a lot of plaid designs with flowers. I want more of a negative space flower so that I can add some color to it. So I'm going to stamp it right away. Now you may have remembered from my AliExpress Amazon haul that I had a set of watercolor pens. I'm absolutely loving these pens to add color to any stamp or just to color in general. Now I did make a big mistake when I did this client. We were getting in a hurry at the end, or I was, and I should have matted it before I applied the watercolor. It just goes on so much nicer and disperses so much nicer. I find when you don't do that, it just goes differently. I can't explain it exactly, but make sure you put a matte top coat below. It still worked out nice. It was pretty, but it would have been that much better if I had applied that matte top coat. So I'm taking the water pen that comes with the set now and dispersing it to where I'm happy with the color. And when I'm done that, I'm going to apply a little more green to the middle of this flower to match that green so it all ties together. But it ended up being really pretty, and once I apply it, I ask her to put it in the light. I need it to dry fully before I top coat. So now that it had time to dry fully, I'm just taking a shiny top coat. She decided she wanted all of the nails shiny. So on this stamp, I will go over it twice just to make sure that it lasts for her. But I'm absolutely loving the stamp and the watercolor pen. It is so pretty. So you can see me just taking some isopropyl alcohol to clean off the nails. And once I'm done that, I'm going to grab some acetone for the stamp nail and remove any of that stamp that's on her skin. It's just a really easy way of doing it so you don't wreck the stamp once that top coat is cured. I absolutely love this set. One of my favorite sets for fall. Just the color combination, just a really pretty different set of nails. That stamp is perfect with those flowers. I'm really happy that I did them this way. I tend to choose what I do on this client, and they turned out so pretty. I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, could you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next one.